Aaron Flint here. We're here to kick off the Billings Chamber's Ag Celebration Week. That's right. For those of you who enjoyed the Ag Celebration Banquet last year, I was there. Such an incredible time, such great food. Well, this time it's not just one night. We're going to celebrate agriculture here in the Yellowstone County area in the Billings area for the entire week. We got a whole bunch of great stuff coming up for you. We're going to take you inside some of the coolest kitchens in Billings. We're going to have TV interviews, radio interviews, celebrating you, Montana's farmers and ranchers, here all week long. Of course, we're here at Yellowstone Valley Electric Cooperative as we kick off the Ag Celebration Week here with our title sponsor, helping us put all of this on for you. Brandon Whitman is the CEO and General Manager of Yellowstone Valley Electric Cooperative. And Brandon, great to see you down here.
Thank you. Yeah, we're excited to be the title sponsor. Thanks for coming. It should be a great week.
Yeah, you know, I was going to kind of joke with you. I'm going to get to have a lot of the fun this week because, you know, I'm going to get to go into all these cool kitchens and eat some steaks. We're going to have, I know you've got the Coors folks here in your backyard.
Yes, we do. Yeah.
You're going to have a Coors with us while we enjoy a good steak. And so really we're getting to celebrate and feature some of the products that are grown right here in Yellowstone Valley Electric Co-op country.
Well, first of all, let me know if you need a stand-in because I will gladly help. But yeah, I mean, the co-op business model itself is very prevalent in the farm and ranch community. And so this is a great fit for us. When you think there's farm supply co-ops, there are fuel supply co-ops, and of course electric co-ops. So this is wheelhouse stuff for us, and we're very excited to celebrate.
Yeah, you were telling me earlier, 22,000 meters now served by Yellowstone Valley Electric Cooperative, and you know, even for those of us who maybe live on the west end of Billings, that you feel like you're in town, you're in Yellowstone Valley Electric Co-op country, and you know, Ben Steele Middle School, all that growth on the west end. But that's what I love about this is there a ton of growth for YVEC in the Billings area and what feels like more like it's in town? Yes, but you don't forget who the base is, who the heart is, which is our farmers and ranchers.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're kind of a tale of two systems. So Huntley is really the center of our service territory, but if you look to the west, like you say, we're very urban and growing more and more urban every day. But to the east, we're very rural, and so yes, it's nice to be able to step back and appreciate those folks that are really the cornerstone of our co-op. They are really how we got started.
Well, and really how the whole city of Billings got started, and in the heart of that as well. What's growth been like just over the years, especially in the last year? I mean, you know, like it or not, you know, Montana kind of became the you know, pandemic location of choice for some folks, but you know, some of our businesses are still going strong, and others are supporting those as much as they can over this past year.
Yeah, our growth has been, I call it manageable. It's not hectic or chaotic yet. I think we're approaching that though. It has intensified. We've gone from what used to be about 300 new services a year, and now we're between 400 and 600 every year. And again, most of that on the west end of Billings, but a lot of it in the county too, in and around the county. And there's some growth even in the ag community. There's a new high-speed grain elevator going in our service territory. So that's kind of exciting too, to see that support for the ag group, some new businesses that will help them do their jobs and make their lives a little bit easier.
Yeah, that's a good point. That, you know, we think about farming and ranching and agriculture, and you know, there's some great operators that have been around here for decades and generations, but there's also new infrastructure, new investments, new families taking over a lot of farms and ranches as well.
Yeah, it's true. Our system has 22 substations, so it's not just West Billings. It's really a big service territory. We go from Huntley to the west, we go about halfway to Columbus, and to the east we go down to the Bighorn River. So it's pretty expansive, and we have 60,000 poles and 22 substations and 2,600 miles of line. So it takes a lot to serve all of that. But again, this week for us is about celebrating those ag folks and what we do to help make their farms and ranches more efficient.
We think too, looking back on the last year, there were times when maybe you couldn't find certain items on the grocery store shelves that you could find before. We had schools that were shut down at some point. A lot of kids and families that are still doing remote learning. I mean, electricity. You think about it. The fact that you've been able to keep the lights on, keep everything else on in the middle of the pandemic or whatever you want to call it is truly remarkable, and I think it's a reminder of how much more we have to be thankful for.
I totally agree. Yeah, I just actually wrote a letter that I'm going to give to all my employees, and it talked about how they just kind of ignored the stress of maybe a once-in-a-century health crisis and just kept working because we do provide an essential service. And I feel the same way about farmers and ranchers. I think they did the same thing. They took the same approach we did and just continued to do what they do. So we had, food and fabric like we need to continue to survive.
Well, I know our friends out there that are going to be taking part with us as part of Ag Celebration Week with the Billings Chamber, and thanks to our friends here at Yellowstone Valley Electric Cooperative. I know, we're going to take you inside some cool kitchens. We're going to go into the field house and see this whole burger with every product that's a part of it comes from a Montana farm or a ranch. We're going to take you in the windmill, the buffalo block, take you up to the Bull Mountain Grill, all sorts of cool stuff that we got coming for you. Talk about how important it is to feature kind of not just Montana products, but just beef in general, and the farm products that we produce right here.
You bet. Well, you don't need to look much further than our board of directors. Our board is a 7-member board, but every single one of them is in the farm and ranch business, or they are in a business that supports farming and ranching. And quite a few of those obviously have cattle and row crops, that sort of thing. So it is a big, obviously, with the majority of our board being in that business, it's a big piece of our membership. Maybe not number-wise, but territory-wise, it's a huge piece of our membership. And making those farms and ranches efficient and successful, that makes us successful too. So we like to support them because obviously they supported us, and like we already talked about, they are the reason we're here. They are what started our co-op.
Well, Brandon Whitman, you and your whole crew here at Yellowstone Valley Electric Cooperative, thanks for helping to put on this whole Ag Celebration Week here with the Billings Chambers.
Our pleasure, and again, if you need some help this week, let me know.
Yeah, we'll get you in on some of the restaurants and everything. Oh yeah, yeah. Well,
thank you.
Well, like we say, you're in for a great week here, so make sure you follow the Billings Chambers Ag Celebration Week events here all week long. Got a ton of great information and a ton of cool places that we'll give you an inside look to.